Hello, sir. You are the representative of the smart government here at GITEX 2015. Can you please explain us your strategy in becoming the #1 smart government in the world?
Thank you very much. I just want to give an overview of the strategy that we have formulated in Dubai. In fact, His Highness has launched two main initiatives for Dubai. One of them is smart government, which he launched in year 2013 and gave us 2 years in general as a deadline to convert or to transform all government services, all public services to the mobile channel. So this was the initial initiative which was launched in year 2013. And then immediately after that, His Highness launched a second one called Smart City. Smart Dubai is the brand name for it, which transforms the entire emirate, the entire city, more than the government itself. So the smart government is a main pillar under the Smart City initiative, and we complement and augment the strategy of Smart Dubai from the government side. So the Smart Dubai encompasses the private sector, the public sector, and even the constituents of Dubai in general. Within the smart government, we have formulated a strategy completely aligned with the Smart City initiative. And if you look at the strategy itself, Dubai Smart Government Strategy, we called it SG21. Our vision is to become a world-class smart government for the 21st century. And our mission is to formulate and implement policies and initiatives utilizing ICT in a smart and innovative way so that the Dubai, from an economic and social point, become prosperous and progress in those areas, and for Dubai to become a globally competitive city, globally, in general, all over the world. So His Highness actually very clearly tells us to be #1 in every area that we participate in. So in our smart government strategy, we benchmarked the leading countries in this area of smart government. And if you look at mobile government, which is mobilizing our services, it was only limited to mobilizing the public services. But smart government goes way beyond just mobility itself. Smart government also, as the word smart implies, uses data, whether private data or public data, to make best use of the data to enhance and enrich services. So it's more than mobility. It's mobility plus using data, plus using technologies like Internet of Things, Internet of Everything, and also engaging with the customers, which is the smart side. Because at the end of the day, the services serve the constituents of Dubai. So engaging them and understanding their needs, using the data and using the technology available, we enhance our public services to become smart at the end of the day. So it goes beyond mobility. Mobility is just the channel aspect. So the strategy that we have formulated incorporates all the things that I mentioned and puts together in the form of a strategy map, as we call it, which is a very well-known framework all over the world. And in the strategy map, we have put 21 objectives at the government level. So this applies to the entire Dubai government, all the entities within the Dubai government. And we have basically 4 different perspectives. We put objectives for the customers at the top, and then we have formulated several initiatives to be done internally around 4 main themes. So in the future, we want our public services to become smart connected services. And on the back office side, we want a lean administration, so efficient in the back office and very rich and enhanced in the public-facing side. And while doing that, we also want to become an open government. We want to make this transformation by using data, using the data in the most effective manner for our government. And of course, while you're doing all of these things, we need an enabling environment. So we want to make sure we have trust and confidence in our services. We need information security. We want to engage with the customers, and we want to promote our services through targeted marketing campaigns. And finally, provide the right legal and framework support to make this strategy successful in the long run. And on the people side also, we put certain objectives. In a nutshell, I can say that we want to boost the skills of our government staff to make it sustainable in the future. So we will train them, we will share knowledge among the government entities, among the government staff to reach our objective of becoming the best smart government in the world. It's a 3-year plan, and we have also identified 7 strategic initiatives to execute our strategy. The initiatives are the red ones highlighted here at the top, and under each one we have defined 20 programs to be executed as part of our strategy in the next 3 years. So each and every program here is almost an action area, and we will conduct certain projects at the government level again to achieve the things that I mentioned to become smart. So mobility, utilizing data, engaging with the customers, and boosting the skills of our staff, and putting in place the right framework in terms of legal issues, policies and regulation. So in a nutshell, that's our strategy moving forward. And we have lots of projects to be done in the coming years, work in collaboration with the government entities to make it happen. So this is our strategy moving forward until the end of 2017.
Are you going to cooperate also with academicians, with the private sector, or it is only a public sector project?
No, this is in fact a very collaborative strategy. We have different constituents or stakeholders, I would say. Of course, the main one is the government entities. We have to work very closely with them, but we will also have formed partnerships with the private sector. So we will have lots of alliances with the private sector organizations to utilize, to leverage on their skills. So we want to capitalize on the knowledge, the skills that the private sector has, but we will also work with the academic institutions to bring us the knowledge that they have. And also they are, in a way, if you look at academic institutions, they also represent the neutral body of knowledge and even the public in general. So we want to incorporate the ideas all together in a synergistic manner to reach the best results. So this is definitely not government level. It's a very collaborative strategy, engaging many constituents and stakeholders in Dubai.
Is it possible for the future to extend this project to the other countries around or in the region?
Certainly. In fact, smart government is a new area. It's a new field. And countries, in my opinion, are actually almost establishing the idea of smart government at the moment. We see countries like Singapore, South Korea, taking the lead with us like Dubai and defining their strategies. But I can see that more countries now, with the initiatives of smart government, smart city, will go in this direction. So we are in a way fortunate and also happy that we have taken this route early on, being a first mover. And I think there will be more countries now going in this direction in general, moving forward. So in that sense, I think we feel fortunate to be one of the first movers.
Are you going to extend, or it is possible to extend the project also to the other Gulf countries around you?
Certainly. I think most of these ideas, at least the main concepts, apply to other local governments or federal governments in the region and even outside the region. The concepts are quite similar, but I would also say the countries, including Dubai also, we have to be careful to make sure that we address the specific needs of each and every country. So even though it sounds general and applicable in the way it's stated, when we go down to the execution level of the strategy, when you look at the internals of these programs, there are many specific areas which are, I would say, tailored to the needs of the country itself, depending on its political structure, its establishment, its rules, regulations, laws. The individual execution projects will definitely vary. But the concepts at the high level apply to all of them equally well, at least in my humble opinion.
Do you have a perspective after 3 years after implementing this new, totally new project? Do you expect to grow to a genius government?
I think that's a good question. If you don't mind, I'm not going to answer it as an explicit answer, but it's more than branding. I think at least with all these things that we intend to do, the government will have the foundation of becoming or climbing to the next level, whether we call it genius, we call it wise, regardless of the name, we will have the pillars in place, the foundation in place, so the government can take the next action. And I'm sure His Highness will launch another initiative for us because he's always ahead of, the government thinking in general, and he gives us the right direction. So I'm sure we will have another initiative in 3 years. But we have enough to do in the next coming 3 years, I think, within this strategy.
Good luck.
Thank you.